I hate to say this, Rick, but that's only, and I know you don't use that any of that TCI stuff, but that is one good thing that did come out of Expert.
Yeah, I'll agree 100%. And, for guys that run digital modes and do that kind of stuff, fantastic. That's great. Me personally, I'll never use it, but, if they could get it integrated and get the audio in it, that's a huge plus.
Right, there'll be no need for ASIO.
Well, the nice thing about that TCI interface, too, is you can run multiple applications through it at one time. It's not locked like a COM port. I mean, that's kind of a really nice feature about it is, hell, you can run 15 different apps, as long as they all have the same UDP port number and they're all pointed to either local host or your local IP address. They all work. You can run them all at the same time.
Yep.
It makes life so much easier too, really. I mean, I got the JTDX going, Log4OM going, M1M, whatever the other thing. It's just click, 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 all TCI connected instantly.
I don't think N1MM is ever going to incorporate TCI. I think there's some weird thing going on between them and what happened with that.
So, Rick, let me ask you a couple of questions. HLL, just your opinion about audio flow with the, just here's an example with the new G2 that's out, and it's, I'm going to have one coming in here in a couple of days, but just real quick, I just want to ask your opinion about something about the mic input.
Go.
Okay, so on the back of the radio, there's the quarter-inch jack input, which is considered balanced. It's going to use the 3-lead hookup on that female connector on the back of the G2, and then that shielded wire leads to a pre-amplified circuit, a mic amp circuit. Okay, and my thing is, for me, what that means is just get a microphone, a quarter-inch phono jack on the end, stereo, of course, 3-pronged balance, goes into the back of that G2, and then let feed us through the rest. Light it up, plus 20, whatever you want to do, CFC, 10-band equalizer, just mic right into that radio. But then also on that radio, I don't know why they did it, but they're using a female 3.5 input, line level input. So if you're going to run rack gear like we're all doing out here, mic, rack gear, all that, then final wiring going to the radio, would you prefer to go line in, or would you still plug it into that balance input?
No, absolutely. You go to the balanced input with rack gear because you've got a balanced output on your rack gear. Now, if your rack gear is line out, unbalanced, fair enough. But, it's just like me, I run a balanced, unbalanced to balanced transformer in between my, the X-Air and the radio because the X-Air output is balanced. So, no, you would take your, rack gear if you wanted to run that into the XLR or the balanced input on the back of the G2. That's technically the best way to do it. Now, there's been some issues I'm aware of that talking about the grounding of that particular jack and the length of cable internally causing RF issues. I don't know if there's been a few little issues with that, and now that they have it selectable, you can control the gain of that circuit too. So you got your plus 20 or non-gain. But yeah, all that chip is, there's not really a mic gain circuit per se in that art. It's actually a balanced, and I see, an audio amplifier with a balanced input on it that then converts it to the, sends it to the ADC.
Okay. And that was really my concern, and probably mostly for input-output level, structure, gain level structure. Say, okay, we're amped up going out of the rack gear, right? We're all preamped. We have our line level in, out, everything's amped up. Now, why put that into another amplified circuit? So I was thinking bypassing that and going line input, line level, which is not a preamp circuit inside the radio. And then in Thetis, having the opportunity to adjust line level minus or plus to get the correct gain structure. So I see what you're saying. All right, and probably for RFI issues too, it's probably better to go into that balance input with the extra shield.
Correct. And see, not having one here, nor seeing how they've done the coding on that, I know there is a gain structure on that balanced input, but I'm not sure how they're controlling it. So, that's yet to be seen. Somebody that has one would have to check that to see, because I think the line input gain control actually does affect that. So, when you select that particular input in Thetis, the balanced input in, I think the line input control still controls the level of it.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll certainly experiment with it anyway. It's just kind of like a little pre-forecast. I figured I'd get an opinion on what you would do, and I'm kind of liking that. Plus, that mechanical connection is more stout, in my opinion. The tip ring collar connection, that balance female, that jack. It's more mechanically sound versus those little 3.5 millimeter. To me, they go in, they wobble, a little weight on the cord. If you happen to have a ferrite, they fall out. So at least with the 1/4-inch jack, it's a good snap input.
Oh, exactly. And I still wish they would have put a conventional XLR on the back of that. I don't know why they didn't. The board actually has a mini XLR on it, but they bring it out to a 1/4-inch TRS, which either one works, okay? It doesn't matter. Either one is fine, but it would be nice if they would have brought it out to a conventional XLR. I think if I had to pick a gripe, that would probably be it.
And easily upgradable, Rick.
I can't wait to tell Artie sounds like shit.
It's wide open. It's open air. There's nothing around it. It's like easy peasy. Do it right. No shrapnel. It could be easily drilled and place a female XLR connector there in the back of that case. And I plan on doing it.
Well, and see, Rick knows too, because he's got an XR. It would be nice if they would just use one of the combo connectors on it, which is an XLR or 1/4-inch TRS, all on the same connector.
Yeah, that's a handy feature.
And that's the upgrade. Get that specific female connector catering for tip ring collar and XLR in the same housing. And those are easily installed. That could be placed right on the back of that radio with no problem.
Yep, and that'd be the perfect combo. I'm going to go hit the control center, gentlemen. I'll be back in N9HLL.
N8SDR.
K1WIL, come on back.
N4QNT at the 40. I don't know, Bill. After that last transmission, and I had my waterfall opened up to like 2 times because I wanted to see that gentleman's ID when he does it, with the software. Man, there's no way you're on a flex. Come on, you got to fess up.
No, honestly, no, I'm still on it. I'm getting anxious now though, for the Anan. I got all the parts for it now, so that, no excuses now.
Rick, are you observing that signal? Unless you have a better signal on them than I do here, and maybe that's why, but man, it's just unbelievable how cut edge that is.
No, it's clean. Yeah, hold on a second. I got a business email I got to take care of real quick. I'll be right back. N8SDR.
What's into it? If I go more, if I run 50 or try to go above that, I can see it on a scope and on a waterfall display. It starts getting ragged on the end. So that's all I can say. I think that's why it does what it's doing.
Right, and with that said, look down the band about 14 kcs right now. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man! He's going up the band almost 5.5 on that IMD. All knobs to the right. If you hook that radio up to I know him too, that's why I'm joking around, but yeah, you get a scope on his setup from the amp, trying to get a trapezoid, it looked like a stop sign.
Yeah, I'd imagine by that signal he's throwing up and down the band, I'd bet money it'd be like that.
I was thinking like 6 pyramids overlaid each other.
Could be that too, right?
All right, guys, it's enough radio time. I've been having fun out here. It's been great. I need to get some breakfast. I'm going to start up the kitchen and get this Sunday going. So it's been fun. Rick, right? And Rick. No, he already left. It was 3 at one time. Bill, everybody, 7-3. We'll catch you guys later. And Rick, I appreciate all the help, man. I appreciate that file. Things have been working perfect. 2 green bars the whole time here, so not one hiccup. I appreciate it. 7-3, N4QNT.
Yeah, no problem, Art. Hey, real quick, I want to try something.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second here. Let's see. What am I at now? Hello. Okay, there's 3 watts. There's, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 1/4. Okay, I just want to see this. I've got my, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, good deal. I have my, Thetis set up so I can't go over like 4.5 watts. So there's roughly 4 watts in, or close to 4 watts in.
Okay, so, and I can hear that too, and you know what happens when you're adjusting your power output level on the fly like that by moving your slider, your mouse, right? And then Pure Signal has to renegotiate that, it has to resync.
Yeah, so now it should be synced back up. Is it all right?
Yep, there you go. As soon as it's settled after, doing the setting, maybe 4 or 5 syllables, it cleaned it right up. But while you were making that adjustment, I go, oh man, but that's only because of the variation from where it was. But so now for your full output on the VK?
Around 1165, 1170.
Man, unbelievable. And then after it syncs, you don't even have to even two-tone. They're just your voice gets it right back.
Yeah, it locked back up fairly quickly.
You went from 10 over to 20 over. And, I don't know if
it's clean.
That's what happened here. I was watching the signal meter.
Yeah, I heard both you guys. All right, I'm going to bring this back down because I've been just trying to run it down around the 980,000 watt mark. But yeah, I was just curious. I just wanted to make sure that what I had said in Thetis was not going to let me go past that, and that's what I wanted to check.